Hello and welcome everybody. This is Terminator Juice. This is going to be a short video. Basically, it's an announcement of upcoming tournament. I mentioned something yesterday on the Juices Loose podcast. I thought that Active Gamer Life was going to be doing a podcast today to go over all this, but something came up, so I thought that I would just go ahead and give the details to you guys, everyone that follows me on YouTube and Google, so that you know about it. It's happening this Friday. You can see on the screen. Uh, Red Knight put this together, excellent poster, and yeah. So basically, if you're reading it, it's going to be a double tournament event, calling it the Active Juice event, where the Active Gamer Life's tournament code has turned into round one of this double event, and my Saturday Juice code is turned into round two. I will give the codes in the description once this video uploads. So basically, this is to celebrate the DLC coming out this Thursday for Mario Kart 8, and everyone's seen the trailer, and we've talked about it. It looks awesome, and we're excited. So in honor of that, we're going to have a DLC only tournament. And so the first one's going to start at 7:30 p.m. Eastern time. It's going to end at 9, but it's a 12 race tournament. So if you get in at 7:30, it's only going to last 45 minutes. Mine's going to pick up at 9 p.m. and go till 10. It's another 12 race tournament. So and this is all Eastern time. And so yeah, mine's going to be all items, and Active Gamer Life's is going to be mushrooms only. It calls it M0. And so yeah, if you got the DLC for Mario Kart 8, you're welcome to join this. I know everybody that follows me or races in my tournaments, I'd like to see everyone out there or show up, and let's have a great tournament. And there's one thing, it's not really a rule, but it's going to be encouraged that everybody use some piece of DLC, whether it be one of the 4 vehicles or one of the 3 new characters, just for something different. There's like 12 different combinations you can have, and so like I said, I encourage everyone to use one of the new vehicles, one of the new characters, or both. So I have 2 characters and 2 vehicles I'm going to use, which you will see on Friday, obviously. So I also have the Q&A app open if anybody has any questions. And like I said, I will give the code numbers to both round 1 and round 2 in the description of this video. And it should be a good time. And I'm really looking forward to this. And I'm still having my tournament tomorrow, Wednesday. My usual Juices Loose. I'm not going to change that for this. But there might be some changes coming in the future. We'll see what happens. Wednesday night's kind of a good TV night for me. So I don't know. I might move the tournament in the future, but I'm not 100% sure on that. So, but yeah, I'm super excited for this. Mario Kart 8 is a really great game, and I'm enjoying it. And, the tournaments have been great. I can't believe, still doing them. And it's been almost 5 months or whatever, and still get a good turnout each week. So I'd like to see, all the regulars. I'm going to start naming some people. Gray, of course, I expect to see you. Harden 25, ASAP Rel, Mike, Derek, the guys from my podcast, like to see their games. Rosa, Zen Gamer, hopefully, Tessa, and there's just so many people. Dark Fox, and I didn't write them down, so I'm gonna forget somebody. Sorry if I do. It's just the way it goes. But Titanium, I don't know. I haven't seen Titanium race in a while. Be nice for him to come back. Andre Walker raced for a while. Haven't seen him. Andrew, obviously, I'd love to see you racing again. Wheels Pig, as always. Rajo, if you can. Robert, Lee 87. There's just so many people that race in these tournaments, and I haven't seen a few of you for a while. So let's all get together. Let's make this a huge event. And the one thing I forgot to say is we're going to take the points from his tournament and mine. And I wanted to talk about this with Red beforehand, but we didn't get a chance. I would like to just combine the points for both tournaments. Obviously, we're going to have to manually do that and then just announce the winners or the top 5 or top 10 on another podcast. That's what I would like to do. Hopefully that can happen. But yeah, again, this is Friday, November 14th, as you can see the banner there. And what I want to do, because yesterday I didn't really go over too much about the DLC tracks. I gave my favorite, but I was holding back because I thought I was going to be on the Active Gamer Life podcast, and I thought we were going to talk about this. So I'm going to go through each of the tracks real quick and give you guys my opinions on them and what I'm most excited for. I mean, they all look amazing. The only thing, like I said yesterday, the Hyrule Warriors track looks a little disappointing. Just going through the castle and a few turns outside. I was hoping for like a Lost World or Lost Woods theme. That didn't happen. So I like the music, and the castle looks amazing, and the Master Cycle looks great. But that's probably my least favorite of the 8, which is kind of hurts me to say, as Zelda's my favorite game series. But the Rainbow Road coming back from the Super NES, that was my favorite Rainbow Road. It's simple. There's no barriers, there's no guardrails, there's no nothing. They didn't do much to it. It looks like they added some jumps or something, changed it up just slightly. With 12 racers on the track, it's probably going to be a little bit wider than the original, but I'm really excited to play that track again. I'm glad that they brought it back, because it was, I forget what game it came back on. Maybe I don't know if it was the Wii or the DS version or something. It came back, and I'm glad they're redoing some of the levels that they've already redone, because Mario Kart 8 just looks amazing, and I want to see all my favorite tracks redone. So the next one I want to talk about is I believe it's called Yoshi's Circuit. Not 100% on that. It's the one where the island is shaped like Yoshi, and the reason I really looking forward to this track, even though I played it a lot on Mario Kart DS, I never played it on Double Dash. It's just all the technicality of it. There's so many turns. There's so many transitions from left to right turns. There's sharp turns. There's hills. And I just love like the drifting in Mario Kart 8 is just the best in the series. And I just can't wait to take those corners. I'm really looking forward to that track. The Excite Bike one, really clever idea to change the jump locations every time you play the track. So that's really cool. The music's just amazing. I mean, just that nostalgia, because the original Excite Bike's still fun. It's just really, it's a lot harder than I remember, and I still enjoy it. But the new track looks cool, and it'd be nice if you could just race like a whole tournament on that track, because it changes every time. That would be a cool feature. I doubt they'll do, but that would be cool. The next track is Wario's Gold Mine, and that was from Mario Kart Wii. It was the best track on Mario Kart Wii as far as I'm concerned, and I'm really looking forward to racing on it again with the improved visuals and the controls, the mechanics. Everything's better in this game. And they didn't really show much of it, and they didn't show if there's going to be any anti-gravity or anything, but I'm really excited about that one. The one mystery one is the ice one, and sorry I didn't write these names down, but they really didn't show much. It looks like there's 2 paths you can take, and they kind of join up on some anti-gravity. It looked really cool, but they didn't show a lot. So that's kind of the mystery one that they really didn't cover at all. So we'll see. I'll have to wait. That could be a great track, could be a terrible track. We'll have to see. Next, I'm going to get to my second favorite so far from what I've seen, is that's the F-Zero track. That just looks amazing, with the speed boost arrows everywhere to make it feel more like F-Zero. You're going to be moving a lot faster, and with the F-Zero cart, or the Blue Falcon, whatever they're calling it, that's just going to be really cool. I'm going to definitely get in the Captain Falcon amiibo, so I can change my Mii character to look like Captain Falcon. I think that would be great. So I'm looking forward to that. That track just looks cool with the city. It's called Mute City, by the way. In the background, the track just goes upside down at any given point. The whole time it's anti-gravity, so every time you bump anyone, you're getting that spin boost and stuff. So really excited about that track. I can't wait, and the music on that one's great as well. But my favorite track so far from what I've seen is the Dragon track. And like I said, probably the 4th time now, I didn't write down the names. I can't quite remember the exact name of it. Sorry about that. But so yeah, that Dragon track, it starts off with like the gong sound of like the Asian, what is it? It's like a big symbol almost. And then it just has some really cool like Kung Fu Panda type music. Like if you've seen Kung Fu Panda, it's a really great, funny movie, and I just love that music, that Asian style, Chinese style music. And the track looks really well designed. The mouth is actually the dragon from Super Mario Galaxy 1 or 2, or maybe it was in both. And the whole thing's like you're winding on the back of the dragon, and it just looks really cool. Lots of tight corners and lots of technicality there. Like as far as skill level, you have to be a pretty good racer. It looks like to do well on that course. So your drifting has to be good and all that. So I'm really looking forward to that. Maybe some tracks that will challenge some of the more skilled racers, and yeah, it's just going to be awesome. I'm just going to read a question real quick. Tess asks, which past stage would you like to see remade for DLC, and which past stage that's already been remade in Mario Kart DS through 7 would you like to see return for DLC now that we know it's a possibility? They've already, well, that's okay. I'll say the one that I'd like to see. I'm not sure if it's been remade or not. I think because the Game Boy Advance game had all the original tracks. I don't think they've done too many of the Super NES tracks, but I don't have a list here of all the ones that have been remade. But I would like to see the first Ghost House from the original game. That was tied with Rainbow Road, or it might even been my favorite track. Just love the track with that shortcut, and the music was really cool, like a Ghost House from the Mario games. Tracks that have been that I know for a fact that have already been remade that I would love to see. Probably, man, it's so hard to say because the Mario Kart 8, I'd like to see some anti-gravity put in, but also like the tracks to stay original. So, man, I'm trying to think right now. That's a tough question. I'd have to look at the track list. I know Mario Kart DS I played the most, so probably a track on there. Yeah, I can't, without looking at a list of tracks, it's really hard to say which ones have already been remade I'd like to see. But yeah, I'm not going to draw out a guess because I really need to look at a list. But that's a good question, and maybe I can look it up real quick. But now that would take too long. So yeah, I know that what you said is everything's a possibility now because they're bringing back tracks that have already been remade. So everything's available. Like the Yoshi Circuit, that was on Double Dash and it was on Mario Kart DS, and now they're bringing it back. So all rules are thrown out the window. And if you've noticed, there's a retro track in the, what do you call it, the Yoshi Egg Cup. There's one retro track in that, and then there's 2 retro tracks in the Triforce Cup. So that's kind of odd that they didn't just do, unless one of the other tracks is a retro track in disguise. I don't think so, but I thought they were doing 4 and 4 new tracks, 4 retro. But looking at this list, it's looking like only 3 retro and 5 new tracks. Unless that ice track is just some crazy version of an old track, and I'm not sure. I know the F-Zero track's new. I know the Dragon one, Hyrule, the Excite Bike, and I'm gonna look right now. That I want to see the listing of the name of that ice track, because maybe that is a retro track, just kind of changed so much that we don't recognize it. So I'm gonna look that up. You can probably hear me typing. I'm doing this live, sorry, but let's see, Mario Kart 8 DLC. It's not giving the names there. Of course not. Let's look at tracks here. Yeah, on Nintendo's website, they're not listing the name. Let's check this out. Sorry if you're just tuning in. I'm looking something up. I'm trying to find the name. The Yoshi Circuit, the Hyrule one. Obviously, everybody knows that's Excite Bike Arena. That's a new track. Dragon Driftway. That's a new track. Mute City. New to Mario Kart. Wario's Gold Mine. The screenshot looks amazing. Rainbow Road from Super Nintendo. Ice Ice Outpost. It's another brand new track. So, and there's no, you won't be racing on ice, it says. It's surrounded by ice. It's like there's like cliffs of ice with water. The tracks are all made of man-made materials. Looks like metal or something. So that's interesting. In Hyrule City. So yeah, that's weird. I thought it was gonna be 4 and 4, and I just realized here live on air that that's 5 and 3. So there's only 3 retro tracks. So that's why they kind of mixed them up, because usually you get one cup's all retro tracks and one cup is all new tracks, and they kind of mix that up because you're getting one retro track in the Egg Cup and you're getting 2 retro tracks in the Triforce Cup. So that's interesting. Just kind of realized that. So anyway, got a little sidetracked there. But yeah, I'm really excited, guys, girls, everyone. I'd love to see as many people. It would be awesome if we could get, like more than 30, 40, 50 people. I think the most I ever had in my Band Attitude giveaway tournament was, I think I had 38 or 36 or something like that. So let's try to top that. If you're watching this, then you like Mario Kart, you've been following me, let's all race, let's have a good time, and it's just for fun. So, and some bragging rights if you happen to win, if you happen to beat the Juice Man. I've been doing pretty good. So also let me talk about the vehicles real quick. The B-Dasher was one of the new karts. It's coming back from Mario Kart DS. It was a great kart. It was really fast. We'll see how it handles in this game, but it was one of the best karts in that game, I thought. Then you have the Tanuki. What are they calling that thing? It's like the Tanuki Jeep or something. I don't remember. Tanuki kart. I forget what they're calling it. Yeah, I sound really professional, don't I? So that looks really cool. I just don't think it's going to handle that well. They put monster tires on it. I wonder what it's going to look like with small tires. Probably kind of silly, but I like the orange color scheme. Then you have the Blue Falcon. I think a lot of people are going to be using that. It's got like the yellow gold mirrored windshield on it. That looks really cool. And it's got little wheels underneath. If you didn't know, it's not a hover kart like I kind of thought it was going to be. Obviously, it's Mario Kart. I should have known it was going to have wheels, but it's kind of interesting. I wonder what that's going to look like with monster tires. It's probably going to look kind of stupid. But that kart looks really cool. I'm definitely going to be using that. And then the one I'm most excited about, the Master Cycle, and you're looking at the banner right now. You see the 2 Triforces on the wheel hubs and the Hylian shield, and it's just an amazing design. It looks really cool. It's a sport bike handling from everything I've seen, and it just looks amazing. And it's shaped like a horse. It's weird that they went blue, because Epona, maybe they could have had a Epona color option. That would have been cool too. And I mean, it looks so cool. Whoever designed that, they just did an excellent job. It covered, I mean, everything they did, every design choice they made was perfect. And I'm excited as a sport bike guy. I rock the sport bike almost every time. I'm excited to have another sport bike to try out. And then we get to the characters, and I was talking to Derek Steelfox earlier that it's kind of a bummer that they just threw Tanuki Mario and Catsuit Peach as 2 new characters, when really, they could have just made a Tanuki power-up for the 5 characters from 3D World, and the Catsuit as well. Mario, Luigi, Peach, Toad, and Rosalina. That could have been a cool option. They just don't feel like new characters to me, so that's kind of disappointing, even though I love the Tanuki suit's awesome. Catsuit's my favorite power-up probably ever in a 3D Mario game, but to only have it for Peach, it'd be great to have Rosalina's, like, I don't know if it was dark purple or black, whatever it was a darker color. That would have been great, but we didn't get that. It's a little bit disappointing that they didn't come up with maybe another new character, because we get Link, and his character design's kind of like a Skyward Sword ish design by his face and stuff, but I mean, just give us Zelda, give us Link and Zelda or something. I mean, I'd love to see Zelda on the Master Cycle. That would be awesome because the female characters have dresses on in the regular carts and stuff, but then on the bikes they have like a racing leathers, which is really cool. As a guy who, me personally, who likes motorcycles in real life, you know, I own a sport bike. I just think that's really cool because racing leathers are really crucial for safety and stuff, and it's just really cool. It would have been great to see Zelda out of her element, you know, in Mario Kart, but you know they didn't do it. But it still looks cool. Everything about it's a good value, and I'm excited for everything. It just, the characters are the only little chink in the armor, if you will, for me personally. So it would have been nice to see maybe a couple new characters other than just some different suits. And I'm hoping the Cat Peach is actually a heavy character, because then I'll use her more often. I like the heavy characters. Like Rosalina's probably the best character for me personally. Blue Dog 5454 says the Master Cycle looks radical. Yeah, it does. It looks really cool. Like I would drive that in real life. That's just really cool design. If somebody ever made that, that thing would sell for, you know, lots of money, because if it was a functioning motorcycle and they made it look just like that, that would be really cool. Tessa said that she would like to see the Game Boy Advance Luigi Circuit remade because I think it would look amazing in HD. It's been so long since I played that game that I don't quite remember Luigi Circuit, but I'll take your word for it. I think any track from those old games would look amazing in HD. And, you know, like maybe do some more Double Dash tracks, because I skipped that game. So I would love anything from Double Dash that if it's a good track, they could bring it back, then I could experience it. So Grayson Young, you keep asking this question. I'm trying to stick to the topic here of Mario Kart. So, I mean, Scalebound, I have no opinion on it at this point. I haven't seen enough of it. So, yeah, save that question for when we see actually preview of that or some actual gameplay. And then Games Rosa said he's going to have to own it again, meaning he's going to come in and win, or he thinks he is, but he isn't. He peaked a while back. His skills peaked. Everyone else caught up to him. So, you know, I don't think so. Games, if you're watching this, if you can get first, I'll give you credit. But I think people have caught up to you. You took a break for a while, and then, you know, best of luck, I guess. So that's pretty much it. I don't want to repeat myself. I guess just watch this again if you joined late. I started about 20 minutes ago, so if you want to catch up on the details, obviously you're looking at this banner here, and that's basically what I'm talking about is the Friday tournament, and starting at 7:30 on the Active Gamer Life tournament code, which I'll put in the description once this video uploads to YouTube, which I've said before. So yes, all starts at 7:30 Eastern Time Friday. And that'll give everybody a day of Thursday to, you know, practice and get used to the tracks and on the new vehicles and stuff. And like I said in the beginning, it's not a rule, but it's encouraged that you pick one of the DLC vehicles or characters, or put them both together. And let's see all new stuff. That would be really cool. And in the future, obviously, this is going to be only DLC tracks. My next Wednesday tournament after this week will be all just the DLC tracks, and then the following week I'm just going to go to all 40 tracks. So it's just going to be, you know, it's going to be in the normal rotation. It'll always be all 40 tracks. So I encourage, if you haven't got the DLC, please get that if you're going to race in the tournament. Grayson, if you got here late, what track I'm most excited for? I went over the tracks and everything already. I don't want to repeat that. So and one last question from Andrew, Blue Dog 5454. How could you skip a Mario Kart? That's a good question. I did have the Game Boy Advance game, and I played it constantly when Double Dash was out. But that was a weird time for me with the GameCube, because all my friends got the Xbox, and one of them got the PlayStation 2. I was the only person I knew with the GameCube. And I was starting to you feel the pressure of that, and I bent to peer pressure, and I picked up an Xbox with Project Gotham Racing 2 when Xbox Live went active, and I kind of got caught up in that for a little bit. So I was playing that online and talking with people for good 6 months or so, and then I got into like Ninja Gaiden and a few other games, and I kind of missed a few GameCube games. I didn't miss the Metroid Prime series. I played both 1 and 2, beat them, and didn't miss that. Didn't miss Resident Evil 4 or Super Mario Sunshine. You know, Wind Waker. I had all the main ones, but for some reason I just don't know why. I skipped Mario Kart Double Dash. I guess I didn't like the idea of the 2 players in the carts. You know, the 2 characters. So. I've only played that game once for about 20 minutes, and that's it, honestly. And as a Nintendo fan, that might be bad to say, but it's the truth. And so yeah, that kind of sucks. But I've played them all. I've only owned. Actually, this is other than Mario Kart 8. I've only owned the handheld versions, which is kind of odd because it's one of my favorite franchises. It's like in the top. It's easily in my top 6. I know it's probably number 6, but you know, it's weird because the Super NES, one of my friend had it. He lived 2 houses down from me, or 3 houses. So why I didn't have to buy it, because he came over every day after school, or I went over to his house and we played it every day. And we did the time trials. We did 2-player GP, and yeah, I didn't need to own that one. And then the N64 one, I rented it, and I couldn't handle those sprites, character models with the 3D environments. It just looks so stupid to me. I don't know, that might sound weird, but it just really turned me off, and it just felt slow, and the handling felt terrible to me because it's like sprites, like 2D character models with 3D environments. It just didn't feel right, and I didn't enjoy it, so I didn't buy it. And then the GameCube one I just explained, and then the Wii one, my friend, he bought it, and we played it all the time, and I didn't need to buy it too because, you know, he had it, and I played it all the time, so it was kind of weird. Was the whole double person mechanic ever explained to me? I got the gist of it. I know you could switch back and forth and each carry an item, and they had exclusive items depending on the character. I got that, so yeah, I don't know, just missed it, and there's really no reason to go back now that Mario Kart 8's out. There's really no reason to go back, so it'd be awesome if they just bring all the tracks back over the next 3 years for Mario Kart 8, but Tessa said the Yoshi track was the one with the rainy weather. You know, I'm an old man, Tessa. I'm almost about to turn 36 in a couple weeks, and I honestly can't remember 10 years ago like that. I mean, I can remember stuff. Don't get me wrong. I remember things from a long time ago, but a specific track on a game I haven't played in probably 8 years or something, I'll take your word for it. I'll look it up after this. I bet it's a great track, and I think, like I said, any of those tracks would be awesome in Mario Kart 8. So a lot of people have joined now, and like I said earlier, just go back. This is about 25 minutes in. I'm about to end this. Just go back, and once it uploads, watch it from the beginning, get all the details for the tournament this Friday, and I'll post the codes for both round 1 and round 2. Unless if you already raced in the Active Game Life tournament before, you got the code. If you raced in my Saturday Juice tournament in the past, you got the code already. You've changed the names. They now say Active Juice event. So that's what you look for. So if you already have the codes, don't worry about it. If you don't, they'll be in the description once this video uploads to YouTube. And Andrew said that the double character mechanic, he didn't really know either. So yeah, I think I got the gist of it. What I described there is pretty much how it worked. And Grayson Young just said he don't know how the second DLC pack will be able to be as good as this one. That's a good point, honestly. They really set the bar pretty high, and like, we haven't raced these tracks, so we don't know, but they look really cool. So it'll be interesting to see once everyone races them, if people actually like them, or if I have a feeling the Hyrule track's going to be disappointing to a lot of people. I've watched Game Explain. I watched another one where they raced the whole track, all 3 laps. I've watched it multiple times. There's just not a lot to it. There's not much going on once you get out of the castle. That's why I said I was disappointed. I think they may have thrown that together a little bit quick, maybe to get it out, because I thought they said it was going to be like a Lost Woods theme, and that would have been really cool. But Yeah, they didn't do it. So, well, I'm happy with everything I'm seeing, but I have faith. They've created amazing tracks for the original Mario Kart 8 tracks, and the DLC is looking just as amazing. Some of them actually look even more amazing. But the first time I saw Shy Guy Falls, I thought it was absolutely epic and amazing. So, it'll eventually wear off that wow factor. But if they're just good tracks, we'll enjoy them. And I have a feeling the next DLC pack will be pretty good as well. I wouldn't be surprised if it's equal to it, and maybe they can even outdo themselves. We'll see. So that's a few months away, though. It's like 7 months away. We'll see, and looking forward to all that, and I look forward to racing with everyone, and hopefully get in early on mine, starting at 9. Because I'm always right there at 9. So if you want to get in my lobby, try to get there right away, so that because I have a feeling there's gonna be more than 12 people. I think we're gonna have 2, 3, 4 lobbies full. So if you want to race with me, get there as fast as you can, right at 9. And we'll just look forward to some good competition and some, just some fun. Get to know the tracks. Try not to get frustrated because everyone, these tracks are new to everyone. So unless you play all day Thursday and really master them, I think it's just going to be kind of a learning experience too. And Tessa, one last question, or actually I got 2 now. One last question, and then I'm going to end this because the Flash is coming on at 8 o'clock, so I got to go watch that. How long do you think Nintendo will keep making and releasing DLC for Mario Kart 8? That's interesting because if they do any more, they won't have room left on the menu for the track selection. Now, if you've followed Mario Kart 8 from the beginning, someone pointed out very early on that there was just enough space to add 4 more cups to the main screen of the track selection. They were gapped out perfect to have 4 more cups, and that's what we're getting with this 2 DLC packs. So I would like to think we'd keep getting more, but maybe they'd have to do like I'd hate to say it, but some of the games they do like an expansion where it's actually like a separate like a separate part of the menu to go race more different tracks. I don't know. I would like to think they would support it for the next couple years, at least. So we'll have to see. I guess if this DLC sells really well and the next one sells really well, I wouldn't see why they would stop. But I think we'll get them every 6 months for the next couple years would be really cool. And like we said earlier, all bets are off. I mean, all rules can be broken. The remade tracks. This will be the 3rd time Yoshi's Circuit's been in Mario Kart, so we could see anything. We could see a track that's already been. They've only remade tracks 1 time before, so I think we'll see just some of the best tracks. I think the retro tracks are all going to be what people consider to be the best tracks in the series history. So let's see. How much would you be willing to pay for this pack? I would do like 30 if they went that high. What are you talking about, Grayson? Oh, okay, I get you. If, like, from what I'm seeing, what do I think it would be worth? How much would I pay, like, if it came out and they said, okay, it's $40 for DLC? I get what you're saying. So what would be the line that I would draw where I'd say, okay, that's too expensive for this DLC? Personally, if it got over 20, if it would have been over 20 for both these, I would have started thinking about it. As soon as it got over 25, I would have been really, really questioning Nintendo. Probably still would have bought it. 30, that's asking a lot. I mean, you're getting half the game as far as new tracks and stuff with both packs total. As a Nintendo fan, I'd probably consider it, but as a personal principle, I don't know if I could do 30, honestly. I mean, Call of Duty, I did 2 map packs before, and I think, yeah, that's a tough question, Grayson. I don't know, man. I'd probably pay 30, like you said. If they were asking it, I would probably pay it. I would hope, and they didn't do it. I'm glad they didn't, but I probably would have. I couldn't see spending any more than that on DLC tracks, but That's a good question, though. If anyone else wants to answer that too in the comments, I mean, how much would you be willing to pay from what you've seen? Maybe this is a question to ask after we've played these tracks, because if they just look really cool, but they're not that fun, then that's going to change. But yeah, that's a really good question, man. I gotta give you props for that one. Um, oh, and Tesla. Yeah, I said I played the DS one a lot, but when did that come out? I played Mario Kart, Wii, Mario Kart 7, and now Mario Kart 8 combined for probably 600, 700, 800 hours since I played the DS one. So um, I still don't remember Luigi Circuit. I can't lie. Like I said, my memory isn't the best when it comes to gaming stuff because I play so many different games that old memories get pushed out and new memories come in. Same way with people's names. So, like I told you, I'm gonna look it up, and I'm sure it's a great. Once I see it, I'll be like face palming, like how did I not remember? But that's what happens when you get in your mid 30s. You start forgetting things, and it's just a fact of life. So, all right, guys. I do agree that EA or any other third-party publisher would have charged more for this DLC, since you're getting 8 new tracks total. They would have charged more than 12. I don't know if they would have charged more than 30 though. Or maybe they would have done a season pass for like 40 or something. But yeah, any other company giving us this DLC would have charged at least 30 to 50. That's a good point to bring up. So, all right, I'm going to end this. And like I said, this will be the third time I said this. If you just tuned in, I see I got a lot more viewers now. Once this ends, it uploads to YouTube. Go back and rewatch it from the beginning to catch all the details about the Active Juice double tournament event. And looking forward to that. And we'll see you guys all Friday on the track, and also on Wednesday if you want to race and the Juice is loose with regular carts and tracks and stuff. That's still going to be active this Wednesday, which will be tomorrow. If you're watching this today on Tuesday, so. Yeah, that's it, guys. Gals, thanks for watching. Thanks for the questions, and look forward to this tournament and many more after that. And yeah, I'm excited, and I think everyone else is too, because by the viewer counts, I think a lot of people are excited for this DLC and the fact that Nintendo's doing DLC and they seem to be doing it right. And I think this is a good start. So with that, I'm going to end this video, and we'll see y'all on the next one.